if people are rushing to get vaccines to meet the needs of the vaccine card, I think that's good news.
Getting BC back on track. Premier John Horgan is applauding those deciding to make the jump to get the COVID-19 vaccine after the province announced the implementation of the BC vaccine card earlier this week. But the move has some people voicing concerns as BC's vaccine passport system won't just impact those who choose not to get vaccinated.
This last push was to protect those and give some comfort to those who had taken steps that so they could know with confidence when they sit down at the Canucks game or they go out to the theater or they're gathering with people in the community as we are right now, that people are doing that confident that their neighbors are taking the same steps to protect themselves.
On Friday, Horgan addressed the rumors of people attempting to make forgeries of the vaccine card before it has even been released.
The forgeries that you talk about may appear, but I don't believe they'll be successful. And with respect to enforcement, it's not unlike with respect to nightclubs or the hospitality sector. If they have difficulty with patrons, they call law enforcement.
BC's vaccine passport system isn't sitting right with some British Columbians with its policy that those who can't get the shot for medical reasons will still be denied service. When New Westminster resident Jens Moet got his vaccine dose in mid-May, he had a severe allergic reaction and required a dose of an EpiPen every day for 3 days. He's now been advised to not get another dose.
If I get another Pfizer dose, I could potentially have that issue where my airway is closing again. After October 24th, with no medical exemptions, I'm now in a situation where I'm going to be treated in the exact same way as someone who has refused a vaccine entirely.
Anxiety is also building for a man living on Vancouver's streets who says many homeless people don't have photo ID. He worries what the card system will mean for them.
Homeless people are going to have their hands full just dealing with that. The idea that now they've got to basically run around and go to some office and try to solve this problem or that problem, get some ID and do this, it's just not going to be high on their list of priorities.
Meanwhile, UBC, SFU, UVic, and Thompson Rivers University have now announced vaccination guidelines for those attending classes in September. You'll need to either be vaccinated against COVID-19 or undergo rapid testing. But the UBC AMS Student Society say they wish it went one step further, suggesting all students should be required to get vaccinated unless they have a valid religious or medical exemption.
Why is a lecture theater treated so differently from a movie theater, where arguably actually in a lecture theater, students are sitting even closer. So if you're required to have a vaccine to go into a movie theater, why not into a lecture hall?
For those who were hesitant to get the vaccine before, but in light of the BC vaccine card requirements are now considering it, President of Doctors of BC, Dr. Matthew Chow, says there's no judgment.
We're not judging anybody for waiting this long or waiting until now. With the vaccine passports, that's water under the bridge. We're just so happy that people are getting that shot.
In New Westminster, Ashley Burr, City News.